Hey, welcome to this motherfucking jungle. Well, welcome to the jungle. It's Antoine, a.k.a. Amaco Torn. And I got Misha, a.k.a.
Don't you dare.
What?
Don't you say it.
That's your name. That's your podcast name.
All right.
So before we call, they be asking about, what Misha Cat at?
All right. That's your word?
Yeah, you know, that's the podcast name. I ain't gonna call you that outside the
All right,
podcast
baby.
name.
You had it, $20.
Don't call me that. I wasn't no motherfucking gang banging. I wasn't no gang banging back in the day.
Yes, you was. I bet you had a thick ass herringbone nipple thing.
I couldn't wear that shit. I couldn't wear that motherfucking shit. I'm gonna get. Hold up, okay. Gotta give me something to motherfucking drink.
So do. Somebody feel better.
Yep.
Now, y'all, I just want to talk about something. Right? Before we started the show, he throwing my pills over there like my pills
What
was
the
a bad thing.
What the blunt said? You doing all that.
And
You ain't got no blunt.
You
You
did
got
all
no
that.
blunt. Paper everywhere. Snot paper every motherfucking where. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Got the motherfucker. We gotta clean up this motherfucker. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. We ain't gonna keep talking, Misha. Okay?
Anyway, he really throwing my pills. Like something's wrong with my pills. Like they're only pain pills. They're ibuprofen at that. So I don't understand why he would be so embarrassed that my medication is in his little podcast show. I don't understand it.
What?
Why you embarrassed about my pills being on your podcast show? It's medication for pain, just like what you about to roll up.
Ibuprofen.
Yeah. It ain't no Percocet, it ain't none of that. That little weak ass shit.
It's ibuprofen. Ibuprofen.
Got my baby feeling good. The baby ibuprofen. Look at her.
Yeah. My baby was sick last night.
Mm-hmm.
We got a baby button. I hate doing this shit. You fucking with blunt. See what shit right now? So what the movie talking about? Man, roll it down, not down, what's kind of thing they be rolling? Backwood.
What the fuck is this?
Who the fuck? A packer. They say you're a fake packer. Well, they real man. What the fuck that is? Fuck you got coming here? Fuck you got coming here? Am I sending you something?
This daddy girlfriend.
What's she sending you that for? She gonna send a service on.
Them damn labels my daddy need to take his tithes back. She want me to print them, I guess, and send them with him so he can take them motherfuckers back.
Tell where the truck?
Yeah.
She ordered the wrong motherfucking truck.
I don't know.
She ordered the wrong time. Doing too much.
Well, he ordered the wrong shit because he can't damn see.
He ain't ordered no wrong damn time. Shit. He ain't ordered no wrong time. Her ass big. You gotta send a motherfucking bag.
I was just about to ask the stupidest question.
What?
Where your phone at?
Up there.
And then what did I just say?
You already asked a stupid question.
The only stupid question is the unasked question. So don't call my question stupid.
I'm a little hot in this bitch.
Well, why is it hot?
Cause you got the heat on.
That thing on your head.
You got that heat on right there.
You sitting there with that damn thing on your head. It ain't got nothing to do with no fucking heat.
Goddamn, now you gonna be cold. Huh? You gonna nigga fall out in that bitch.
We put a hot box in here. Damn, you don't want a hot box?
You got that motherfucker on play the radio right there.
It ain't do shit when we needed it to.
Yes, it did. You put that motherfucker in the room, that motherfucker on, had that motherfucker on fire. That motherfucker stayed on last night at him.
And why the hell?
Yeah, I took that coat, all that coat was on there. You know? I said, God damn, I got some coffee.
I forgot it was on last night. Shit, I was so tired of the shit.
I would make me some coffee. Had my black and mild, had the radio, had the TV going, had the news playing. Smoked milk.
Man,
Smoke me one.
Then I would call your phone, call I heard boom, 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 thumping. So I forgot that our bed is not that close to the wall, so I was about to go just like this to hit the wall, and I hit the air.
Where? The mouth.
Hell no,
I won't make it no noise.
Yes, it was, nigga. That shit was loud as hell.
I ain't had that going.
Man, some using him making beats. Yes, it was.
I ain't make no beat that morning.
Well, no, I ain't talking about earlier. I'm talking about with
I
beats.
gotta switch that thing over. I gotta switch that over to this side. I need to change that
Put it
tape.
all over here in the corner.
Then where the TV gonna be? So where that gonna be?
What was gonna be?
The light. Where this gonna be? That's the best way to go that way.
Why is that the best way to go that way? When if you do that, you're gonna block the one.
We'll take them now.
And then that's gonna look ugly as hell with that damn tape coming off that wall. You gonna have to paint again.
What tape coming over what?
The tape that's on there, under that blanket. How do you think it's sticking up there? It ain't no there.
You can mess again, you gotta take that tape out. The tape not gonna come out, you can put it off the blanket. You think more quicker it'll come out the blanket than the wall?
No, because if you put it in, it may come off the wall.
No, it's not gonna come off the wall.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah, Jesus. Seems like I saying it. Jesus, yeah. When she cussing fussy, all thing I do is this. Oh, Lord Jesus. Look at her. See? You shut up.
He a lie. I'm gonna hit you with my mama shit.
I'm gonna hit you back. Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh, Jesus. We better stop playing for real. Shit, fall out the motherfucking wall playing with these religions.
I see the milk truck that came down the street. All the years. Look at that. All the years he came down the street.
Look, my mom, I said, you just went down, you just get it.
All the years he came down to speed.
The man tried to sage his house to get rid of some motherfucking spirit, and the spirit, it went wrong. They said sage don't keep the spirits away, it invite them in. So that was my both bitch about. You need to burn you some sage. Get your ass out there. It's a reason why that stick of sage stayed in the car for so long.
You have been around some sage.
I haven't been around no fucking sage.
Yes,
Shut
you
up.
have.
No, I have not. How you gonna tell
You
me
have
what
been
I've
around
been
some
around?
sage.
All right.
You can't smell like some sage, woman.
I'm not finna go there.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm not finna keep going there with you. How you gonna tell me I know what the fuck I've been around? Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro. You really, now you recording how stupid you be sounding.
That sage smell loud. That shit just like going into the.
I don't even like how that shit smell. Why the fuck would I be around it? I don't like that shit. Why the fuck you think when my mama gave me that piece of sage, that shit stayed in the car? That motherfucker broke apart in there somewhere, it fell apart or something. You probably broke it, evil fucker.
I don't let it burn. You dead. Oh, gee.
How the pot gonna
Oh, gee.
When the last time you went to a church?
Oh, gee.
Have you remember Vampire in Brooklyn where he turned into the preacher and he went in there in the church? He said, "God damn, it's hot in here." That's you. Go to a church.
That church you went to hotter than motherfucker. What you mean? What church you say? What church you went to that ain't hot?
Did she eat enough? Like, what's wrong with her? What's going on?
She didn't know that show. What church you went in ain't hot? What church you went in ain't hot? What church you went in ain't hot?
That ain't
what church you went in ain't hot?
That
That you just said. You said, "Why the Vampire of Brooklyn?" And he went in there and said, "Damn, this church hot." What church you ain't hot?
That's because he was the devil and he wasn't supposed to be in the church. So his house shit started smoking when he walked in there.
It must have been daylight. I ain't never seen that movie. It had to been daylight.
When the daylight. God,
Who going to church at
that's a
night?
hell of a day to do the.
Who going to church at night? Who going to church at night? They going to the church and do some uncongregated business. But church don't open at night. Because they got a goddamn Bible study, but the main church don't never be open doing Bible study. There you go. That was a movie. But in reality, ain't no church open at night. If they open at night, they doing some uncongregation business.
You're not actually breaking the law. So I found this website and look at the difference.
Other than that,
200.
that's what they doing. No care.
Yes, how are you tonight? Rita, we've been out while you yes.
I've been tossing about this case that I'm working on.
You toasting today?
I've been having these
See? It is.
strange
Listen.
Great feeling you toasting.
Yes, and I just felt that I needed to talk to
That
someone
crap.
I trust.
Oh, yeah, then you come to the right place. Come on, let us sit. Now you're tossing. You have a strange feeling and you're tossing.
And then I heard the voices.
Voice, you hear a voice.
Yes, like they were inside my head.
Voice in your head you can hear.
Really? I mean, does this make sense? Is any of this possible?
You know there's something going on.
Listen.
I guess I'm just afraid of ending up like my mother, you know? Afraid I might be losing my mind.
You're afraid you're going crazy. That's good. Well, I mean, it's good, you know, to get that out. You can't leave that inside you. You feel that you're going crazy, tell people. You got that out. What you need is an outlet.
Well, actually, I get it out
He
of my
just talking, he don't realize he about to walk into the church.
Good thing. Yeah, well, you know, when I was young, hey, only preacher calling. Come on now. Everybody's waiting. Well, I don't know right now. But right now, I'm talking to the young guy. The Lord waits for no one. Come on, get your butt in here. Right now, not a good time.
See, it's light in there.
Wait. No, No, it's the church. He the devil.
It's light in there.
He is the fucking devil.
I understand that. It's light in there.
He's the devil.
God damn anybody who doesn't glorify him at work. It's a hell of a night outside. Come on, let's do the sermon on the lawn. Come on, sister. God.
Them crosses and shit. They're gonna be you when you go in the church. They're gonna be that. That's exactly how you be when you sit
That light
in
hit
the
him.
church. You a lie.
That light here, he
You a
don't
lie.
be no light.
Nah, them crosses. Them damn crosses.
I bet you go in that church. Soon as you go in the church, you gonna fall in that motherfucker. Soon as you go in that motherfucking church, you gonna just up and just fall in that motherfucker. You talking about me, and you talking about they gonna have the me. But soon as you go in that motherfucking church, that preacher gonna say, "Yeah, I know you ain't been here in a while.
So you gonna be talking
You
about
got them pretty braids. Yeah, you got them pretty braids. You ain't been here in a while. I know you looking crazy, you think I'm talking about, but I'm not talking about you."
Nah, you a lie. Cause they'll be sitting in church. Let's talk about all y'all folks.
And some of y'all just left the club. But y'all came to pray the Lord. Amen. Amen. Everybody, amen, preacher.
Preacher, that old drunk ass deacon that used to smoke dope.
Preach. Always he up there like this here. He always motherfucker always like this here. He sitting like this here. Preacher. You know, preacher say the same something every weekend. I know it gon' change.
I know I've been changed. The Lord say
Y'all need to get stuck.
know I've been changed. But the angels in heaven done sign my name.
Then they go to sleep.
I step in the water, and the water was cold.
You keep on. Yeah. I went last time with the church, I went on New Year. And the New Year preacher, what the preacher said, if you ain't got $20 in your pocket, if you got 15, tempt your neighbor. You say, neighbor, can I get 5 if I can put 20 in the pot? When that pot came to me,
You was just like that old man on Coming to America.
when that pot came to me,
You was just like that old man on Coming to America. You
Well,
put
that-
that damn chicken bone in there.
When that pot came to me, I said,
That fucked up. That fucked up.
You got me fucked up, preacher.
And you sitting there with a pocket full of money. Too.
Yes, sir. You don't say what I'm gonna give you out of my pocket.
See, I know some of y'all come in here. Y'all be out there on the block. And y'all won't come in here. and
So when you
don't
see you
wanna-
ain't seen nobody in a while, you know you ain't seen these folks in this church in a minute. You ain't never seen these folks in this church. And your sermon, and you always gonna say something about that. I know you ain't been in here a minute.
Damn,
If you want, how to tell you when you
First
come
of
up?
all, you ain't been to church in so long. The preachers that you talking about, them motherfuckers, if they ain't dead, their foot is in the grave.
I'm saying I have been to church.
They tested out when. You ain't been no church since you
Man.
just said.
That was New Year.
Since we been together, you ain't been no church.
That was
You
New
rolled
Year.
by one.
I ride by plenty. Get what I say? But look at that preacher, man. I bet you riding good. I bet your house pretty. Y'all think about it. Just think about it.
But some of them preachers.
Just hold on. I'm
be
telling
having
you.
all the
Let me
dogs.
tell you. Let's think about it. Sometimes it's 4 weeks in a month. If I come there every week and get $5,000, that's $20,000 a month. I'm getting that's free money. I ain't gotta report this to nobody. All thing I do is pay my life.
Actually, you know when you tithe to church, you write all that shit off on your taxes. Every
Exactly.
dime you spend, they gonna send you a W-2 at the around tax
Just
time.
think about it. How they get paid? The preacher man.
Because listen, let me tell you, why do you think some of the biggest drug dealers? It's so many drug dealers in
I
these
understand
churches. Listen.
I just put 5,000 out there, but they getting way
No,
more than that.
look, it's niggas who really go to church
Fuck you.
and tithe $5,000.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? They tithing it. You know why? Washing the fuck out that dirty ass money. You paying it in the church. You put it in the church, you gonna
Let's
get
think
back.
about it. If a church open 4 times a week, and every day, every Sunday, I'm coming up with $5,000 and $20,000 a month. Just think about it. That's, you be thinking, how that church stay open? They'll never be open all the time. Hold up, I'm getting money for funerals. I'm getting money for everything.
Back in the days, churches
Shit.
used to be more than just a place of worship. A church is supposed to be 24 hours. You're supposed to be able to go to church at any given moment and get some type of help,
I'm
be
just
it
throwing that out there,
shelter
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. It's not that no kind of churches like that no more.
I fuck with church now. I believe in God, I believe in everything now. But somebody gotta make some money. And there ain't nobody gonna make no money but a conversation. When they say conversation rule the nation, it ain't no lie.
Listen.
Think
At
about
the
it.
end of the day, what you trying
When
to
you
say?
up in when you sit in a church, who you listen at?
That's not just
You ain't listening to
church.
nobody but the preacher.
Listen.
You ain't listening to nobody but the preacher.
Our religion, I don't care if it's Christianity, Buddhism, probably Islam, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, out of all the religions, what they all got in common?
Money.
Thank you. You got to pay to all of them. Every last one of them, you got to put in some type of money
Yeah.
to get your blessings, right?
I fuck with church.
Oh, okay.
I love church. I fuck with church. I fuck with it.
I
But,
believe she throwing her shit out there because she tired.
but, is I'm paying you for your conversation? Or I'm paying you for the word
Am I?
that I can go on the Bible and if I can go on the Bible, I got a sense of mind, I can break everything down myself. I'm just saying.
A sense of mind. What the fuck is that?
A sense of humor. Common sense. Common sense.
We gotta get you your talking. Some of the shit you be saying.
Common sense. Oh, for
Ooh,
real.
Lord.
Let's think about it.
Just throwing all her shit out there.
Okay. Some churches, they bring it home. They getting goddamn that church. I know that church. I know the church up my home, but I'm go to. I know them folk bringing goddamn at least 12,000 a week. I'm just saying.
Look, I used to know somebody went to that damn church. You know that big ass mega church.
Then the preacher can use the credit of the
Listen.
church. They go get a car.
You want to talk about
Fuck you
your
mean?
look? You want to talk about your preacher, right? The preacher where you went to church that Sunday. I know somebody going to a church. That church had them some fucked up mentally. It's the world changes church. You know that
Church,
big
let me
ass
tell you
church
something.
over there
Let me tell
on
you
that.
something.
Listen, The man said that his pastor was gonna get a private jet for the church,
Oh, yeah, I heard
and
about
the
that.
church members was gonna buy it.
Yeah.
He said, now I know I got XYZ members in here. Each one of these members give $300. We can get that private jet. And I believe that bitch got it too.
Yeah, they got it
Dumb
too.
fuck.
They got it right back too.
Stupid ass. Them folk were dumb as hell.
That's
What
what
the
I say.
fuck a church, a
That's what I
private
say.
jet?
A preacher is a manipulator. A manipulator. An agitator. It can have motivator
Can I ask you a
in
question?
it. But he also can be an intimidator.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Why you don't gonna be no preacher?
I don't want to trick folks out of money.
Why you ain't gotta be tricking them out no more?
You're a lie. They paying for my conversation. If I know the Bible in and out, like them motherfucking niggas, someone gonna be knowing they just somebody that take scripts and take,
quote it and then talk about
and
it
talk
and
about
make you
it
feel
and
like
talk about it forever. And a lot of preachers, it's this. That's what I say. It's a mind thing. Cause they can get you in that church and your mind be so fucked up on that preacher or what he's saying every week. You be just like you be hypnotized.
ooh, Pastor was talking about me today.
If I'm for real, it's just like you be seeing a lot of folks be saying, they be going to this church. I went to this church. I went to this church 20-some years. I went to church 30-some. I've been going to church since I was a baby. You gotta think about it. Whoever that man said, that man don't hypnotize these folks. They mind fucked up. They can't go no other way. You got a lot of folks go to church, because they see how the preacher, what the preacher is doing. That shit danger, man. I'm for real. That shit can be hypnotizing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers might say, I'm saying shit wrong. But I'm telling the truth. It's a money thing. It's a money thing. Now think about it. We gotta have money to cut this grass out in front of this church. We gotta have money to take maintenance, to do maintenance on this church.
One of the church members cutting their grass, honey.
Shit.
Somebody in that congregation.
It's not a big church.
It need big ass
Yeah,
churches.
it's a mom and pop church. Uncle Jesse around there cutting.
No, even in a big church, you got people that are business owners in these churches.
Okay,
You don't know each member do something?
You might be right. And that's another thing. They can always say,
You got
such and such writing this out. What's going doing
As
this?
a business right
It's
now.
a business right now.
Exactly. You got
But they ain't
people-
getting no money.
Listen. Okay, put yourself in the mind of a business owner. Okay,
What?
let's just say you got a pressure washing business, right? And you go to a church.
They gonna think I'm doing everything for free because I'm a member of this
No,
church.
they not. No, they're not. Churches are not like that. Churches believe in paying people
But shit.
for what they do.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? But you as
Yeah,
a
but you ain't.
member, yes. You as a member, what would you do? That's your church home. Think about it. You've been going to this church.
I understand.
So you've been going to this church 30, 40 years. You think cutting some grass, that ain't shit. You love that church.
Okay, they gonna have to pay me. They paying me.
Yeah, wait. At the end of the year, you get your blessing.
What you saying? I'm cutting the church off?
Well, no. If you had a pressure washing business, when you do business with your church,
Yeah, for
that
money.
don't mean you not gonna get paid.
I'm paying them.
That don't mean I didn't say you're not gonna get paid. I'm pretty sure.
I'm tipping them
I'm
Sunday.
pretty sure.
Why I can't get paid for my pressure wash?
I'm pretty sure a church does not say, "Hey, yeah, just because he's a member, you know, we get it for free." No, you probably got, you know, you get paid, but maybe you as a church member would not charge them what you would charge somebody
Why
else.
not?
Business.
Fuck that, that's my job. That's a business. You right. That's the key word you said. A business.
Alright. If it
But
was
so,
my
that's
church,
what I'm saying. If I got a pressure washer business, and these folks at the church know I got a pressure washer business, they should not even come to me with no free shit.
I'm not saying people coming at you with free shit. Let's just say you keep your church pressure washed. You charge your church a discounted fee other than what you charge somebody else. Nobody else know what you charge in this church. But what I do know about churches, you got people that come from you got other pastors that come from other churches. People come from other churches. Who pressure washing y'all church? Boom, boom. One of our members, boom. You right there. Word of mouth. You get you your business. Churches and networking.
So you think I need to cut my price down because I got another client?
Man, please. If
No.
I was doing it in my church.
You right. I got
because the church.
You said I got
doing your church, it could get you more advertising. Is basically what I'm saying. That is advertisement. If you go to this big mega ass church.
If I go to A and do they house, and I go to B and do they house, how they know what A paid for what? You know what I'm saying? How they know what A paid for me pressure washing their house?
You think people don't talk about prices?
No.
Oh, okay.
Everybody business ain't everybody business.
Motherfuckers want to know what you paid to get a service done.
9 times out of 10, I don't know. I'm going to B house and do B house.
How now you can see them? They next door.
They don't know that.
Okay.
They ain't gotta be necessarily next door. Your price might be different. On the simple fact, your house might be bigger. You might got a house in the back. You might got some more shit I got to do. So your price gonna be different.
What I'm saying.
So you can't have a set price on a pressure washing job.
Basically, me as a church member, I would charge my church less than what I would charge any other company or any other person, any of that. Boom. That's just how I feel, you know. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart because this is my church and I decide to do theirs for a cheaper price. What the fuck?
What?
A truck drove down there and then now people going through the car.
So what is that? What is the camera? Record they be going out that motherfucker shooting. They be going out there shooting, man. That's what they want to do. They be going out there shooting, man. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, no,
I want to put the camera to see that motherfucker.
no, they can't see them, dude.
Shoot, it's gonna pull up right now.
What they gonna be looking right here for?
I can turn the light off. I can turn the light off. No hell. They be going out that motherfucker shooting for real. Huh? They coming up on me.
Oh, that's the motherfucking little boy across the street.
I better see.
I did.
You better
see
throw all that high ass shit. Got me record his ass. His ass finna go down. Okay, that's the end of the show.
Damn.